Hello, this is Sophia Ligel, and this is April 2021 energy update. So, the energy of this month are 4 and 5. So, the energy of 4 is all about foundation and stability. So, this month would also bring the energy of how you're cultivating your stability, what is needed for you to create a sense of stability throughout this transition and change. Not only the world is changing, um, through the process of the world changing, your internal life and your internal world is changing as well. And on top of that, the natural cycles of life, we're going through the transition in the northern hemisphere of spring. And even though spring is a time where new life is surfacing, and it requires a lot of energy for the life to kind of surface out into the world. And the winter was a time where you were establishing the energy and really deepening and grounding yourself. And so, in all that process, as much as spring is a beautiful time of rebirth, it's also a time where there's death at the same time. That's why we do the spring cleansing. We let go of things and we clean and open the way for new space and new growth to arise and to surface. And so it's both energies. It holds the energy of life and rebirth, and at the same time there's also a death, and there's a sense of chaos, and as the energies are kind of finding that new flow, that new way of readjusting. If you see the process of how a seed is completely cracked open in order for the sprout to surface and to come out. And also, if you look at the part of the mountain where the rivers had been frozen, in that process where the ice begins to melt, there's a process where there's chaos. The rivers kind of become larger and widened, where before it was dry, now there's more currents going through. There's a process of like dismantling as well what it was. And every single transition, so every equinox will have that process of death, because it's a natural process. In order for rebirth to happen, there's something that it needs to die. So new life, from that compost, new life can emerge. And so there's a sense of perhaps you might feel grief at this time. So just deeply acknowledging what is transforming in your life, and also making a note of if the grief that you're feeling, it's something that is happening in your reality right here, right now, or if you're tuning into some energy of the past that it's kind of replaying within you. And also at this time, we might feeling the grief of the world as well. And so how can you bring it back into your own personal life, and just what does it mean to me, whatever's happening in the world right now, what does it mean to me? And just coming back to yourself. The other piece is that we have the energies of four, that is not only the foundation. So what are the four pillars in your life to create that stability? And I see it as the four elements are the pillars or the creation of uh, non-physical into physical. And we can see the four elements as air, water, fire, and earth. And so, what are those pillars for you in your life? I know that for me, growth, contribution, creativity, and connection with myself are, and the world and my spirit are four pillars for me that are very important. So, there's these four pillars pillars create my stability, create the meaning in my life. And so finding and getting clarity on what your four pillars are will support you as well in your own personal journey of staying in alignment with your own stability, with your own authentic truth as well. The other piece that I wanted to share is the four dispositions about the four elements. So, Earth is an energy that connects you to grounding, and the energy goes downwards. So, it really pulls you in into the gravity, into the core of your own being, just as the core of the Earth. And in that coming into your core, you create that stability within you. And so, Earth is going to be a really important one. Then water creates flow, creates the emotion, speaks about the emotional body and the flow and the openness, and also creates that aperture, that openness to receive. It's your intuition and you also your ability to receive life, receive yourself, accept abundance and flexibility. It's not rigid. It's always transforming and always moving and finding that those ways to move forward and to express itself in different ways. Water is able to express not only in liquid form but in solid form, and it also in vapor, and it transforms in many different ways. So it's very flexible and mutable. So what are in which ways your flexibility opens opportunities for you, and in which ways your rigidity perhaps closes opportunities. And you can also reframe that question in the way in which ways your flexibility closes opportunities for you as well. And then air, it's all about ambition and seeing from the larger perspective, and having and holding that vision as well, and creativity, creating, imagining your sense of your life, expressing yourself, your life, using the words to manifest, and having that larger perspective of yourself and life itself. And these are the questions that kind of will support you in like, what is my vision, what for, and why, what is important to me, what's the larger perspective of the circumstance in my life, in what I want to create, what's the larger perspective in what is happening right here, right now. Sometimes we get caught in the details, and when we take a larger perspective, there's a sense of release as well, of something that we were holding so much, um, and placing therefore a what's the word, more importance perhaps, that when we take a step back and we see the larger, we give a larger perspective, we see that we were just holding that, and when we let it go, it kind of creates a sense of release within yourself. And the last is fire, which is all about resolution and focus. It's this energy that is very much like focused resolution. Instead of focusing in the problem, you focus on the resolution, you focus on the action. And so again, I will ask you the questions: in which ways the fire within me opens opportunities, in which ways it closes opportunities for me, and what are the beliefs that I have in relationship to that, beliefs that open opportunities, belief that closes opportunities in relationship to each element. And so when you bring balance to the four elements, you open the doors and you have access to the fifth element, that's spirit. It's intuition, it's your higher self, it's your divinity, and in truth, it's what animates all life. And so we have in April, we have both energies. We have number 4 and we have the number 5. That is the fifth element. And it's also, I see it as your connection to your spiritual wisdom and your bliss that comes from that connection with your divine nature and your true essence. That space in between, the space in between your thoughts, the space in between each breath, the space that when you look out into nature and you see that light vibrating in everything that you see, and that in fact is also alive within you. and connected with all that is. So it'll be a beautiful, beautiful month filled with opportunities to connect and maintain our unconditional alignment. And it will require to stay consistent with your heart, with the vision of your heart. When you get very mental, just come back to your heart, take time to be with yourself and really grounding your thoughts and your creativity, allowing the energy of your thoughts and your creativity to move through you and bring it into the world, and prioritizing which one is it most important for me right now in this precise moment. And so that brings us to the energy of the nine, that together, the month of April, that is four, and the year 2021, that is a five, come together as a nine. And it's nine to me, it's a magical number. It's a number that really lets go of the I and you and connects to the we. It's the humanitarian, is a light worker, is the one that really moves forward through the inspiration of what they're doing in their life is for the greater good of humanity and the world. So don't be surprised that this month will also bring the inspiration of a larger purpose in your life, that whatever you want to do and create and bring forward is not only benefiting for you, it's benefiting the larger whole. And this is what we need right now. We need courage to continue following our heart and to continue bringing and anchoring light, compassion, kindness for ourselves, for each other, and in the planet. And so, nine, this month is also such a mutable number, because when you multiply it always will come into the number nine. So number nine energy contains and holds all the frequencies of all the numbers, and it also comes and holds the energy of the nine as well. So it's a very magical number, so which also creates a lot of opportunity and will bring a lot of opportunities for your life. And so I just want to jump into the light transmission. And also I share that it'll be a beautiful month to do the Empower Love online program that I have. It's a 10-day program, and you have morning and evening practice that you hear an audio, which will set up your day, the focus of your day, with practice, with internal practice. These are tools that you'll begin to integrate into your everyday life. And these tools will empower you to connect not only with that frequency of love within you, but also to empower and be the leader of your life, and to see how, from when you shift the perspective and what you're perceiving of who you are and life, then everything changes. And this is the power of this work. And um, I really believe that love has a way of changing energy and frequency and uplifting everything else, and also can move mountains. So I really feel and trust that you will definitely see not only a shift in your vibration, in the energy levels, also in your emotional states as well. And so you have morning and evening practices audios. What it does, the evening practice is all about integrating what you have lived and experienced throughout the day. So it really helps you to just bring the integration and the learning into your body, into your everyday life. And then you also have meditations, and you have extra supports, resources as well, to support you and integrate even further. Each day has a different theme, and you have lifetime access. And so I'll put the link below here so you can have a look. And I believe you can listen to the welcoming audio, And then from there, it's 99 Canadian dollars for the entire course. And it's a really beautiful course, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's really a different, uh, you will integrate a way of being in your life that will transform your life completely. And so let's dive into the light transmission. Wahala ne tana iya tare shua tata yala iya ne ku yala tana iya hamare onu wa ya tana yala iya hawa yala na kia yana he yana ho tata yala na yana tara yala ya ku yala na iya tana homa yale ho 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 malaye ya na ya tayaku Sramyo srami o. Beautiful. Thank you. Have a beautiful month. That transmission was usually, if you could hear, I was very quiet. There was a lot of signing and movement with my hands. There was a lot of clearing and just clearing your energy field and your auric field and connecting you back to your source, your own connection with your own source. And from here, this is where you yield your clarity, your inspiration, your power, and you get very much in alignment with what you have come here to experience, to create, and bring forward into the world. So, sending you lots of love. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you like the video, please comment and like it. Bye bye.